children have become the superstars of the Bubble family life. And his partner Shantae, and Williams hammers one home.
This guy is just an explosive athlete and a great finisher. He takes this dish coming from the free throw line and just gets up over the top without having to put it on the floor. Siakam late pulling over, pushes him in the air. Boston wants them to look at a flagrant. Usually if you protest loudly enough, they'll look at it, and they are going to look at it. To me, that is not a flagrant. He's just late getting there. But, again, the way they make calls now, that could very well be a
review to see if this meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
And that criteria, unnecessary contact. And we'll see how they rule this one. Williams immediately making an impact in for Kanter. First minutes of the series for Enes Kanter. And Williams with a throw down on the setup from Wanamaker. Man.
That is really an explosive move. And this tells you how the game has changed. I'm not sure. I came in the league in the mid-90s as an assistant in Miami. I'm not even sure that's a foul in a Heat-Knicks series in the 90s. Let alone now they're looking at it as a flagrant. That would have been incidental contact in the mid-90s.
Three officials gathering: James Capers, Josh Tiven, Rodney Mott. Have to all agree here to make it a flagrant one. Williams coming off an 11-point game too. He has given Boston a huge lift here in this series against Toronto, and that's kind of the way Brad Stevens operates. You don't know when your playing time is coming if you're a bench player with the Celtics.
No, the only guy that's going to be in there every night off of their bench is Wanamaker. Ojale will at least see a little bit of time somewhere pretty much every night, but his minutes are still.
He doesn't have the mic popped on yet. There we go. One more time.
Can you hear me? All right, we have a flagrant foul, penalty 1. For the unnecessary contact to an airborne shooter, we're going to shoot 2 to make 1. They get the ball out of bounds, 24 seconds. Free throw line extended.
All right, so the flagrant on Siakam. Flagrant 1. So free throws and possession here.
And not surprising. I mean, that's just the way the game is called now. Players need to adjust.
Again, not an and one situation. 2 free throws and possession. And Williams calmly knocks it down. Another look in the air. And so strong, didn't take him off his line, but until he dunked it through. I beg your pardon, just the 1 free throw. And now possession here for Boston. And that's going to be a travel. Wanamaker turns it over.
One of the assistant coaches back from the Bad Boys days, Brendan Sir, an assistant with Chuck Daly with the Bad Boys, just texted me and said, with the Bad Boys, that would have been a play on.
Yeah, right. It's 11 turnovers for Boston. Lowry cross court. Here's Siakam now on the drive, met by Williams. Both Williamses. Patient. Finding Ibaka. Back inside. Siakam with 2 on the shot clock. He scores again.
Great patience there by the Raptors to pass up a good shot to get a better shot. And Toronto in the zone again. This zone has really given them a big lift and taken Boston out of their rhythm here in the 3rd quarter.
All of Siakam's field goals in this quarter. There's Wanamaker now. He goes strong, and he is fouled. Count the basket. Brad Wanamaker will go to the line and 1. And Kyle Lowry is down in a heap.
Well, now Toronto wants him to take a look. They're saying that Brad Wanamaker lifted the leg and essentially kicked Kyle Lowry. Oof. They might have, again, the way the game is called now, I'm going to say if they review it, we could get an offensive foul. And if you're going to review all the other ones, it is hard to understand why you wouldn't review this. James Capers did not want to. I think not wanting to have a stoppage in play as often as we have. But that's going to go against Wanamaker. I mean, you see the way the calls are going, and that's going to be big. The bucket's not going to count.
We're reviewing to see if this meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
I mean, now basically it seems to me the rule is if somebody gets hit in the air, it's a flagrant foul.
Lowry's still down. We saw a lot of that in that Houston-Oklahoma City series. That was the theme in that series. And Lowry is really struggling here.
Well, he definitely took a good blow there. Oh, that's my favorite, and my brother loves these, Brian.
The hostile act.
Oh, yeah, that's my brother's favorite. If you've heard him on the broadcast, he loves the hostile act. I actually think the hostile act is when a guy, like, you're coaching against him and he drops like 40 points on you. I consider that hostile, and I would like that punished.
So back to video review they go. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah, that was
the
hostile.
contact was there, but the way the game's going these days, officials just making these rulings based on how they are instructed. Lowry still trying to fight off the effects of that knee to the groin.
Yeah, that's one of those that even when you're watching, it hurts. I'd be surprised if this call did not go against Brad Wanamaker.
The call on the floor stands. We have a successful field goal and one free throw.
Oh.
Okay, so play on here.
Wrong. Okay. That will get the Toronto Raptors upset.
So that'll be foul number 3 on Lowry. I make it his 4th foul, I beg your pardon. So 4 on Lowry. Wanamaker a chance to finish off the three-point play. Capers giving Lowry an understanding. At least his understanding. Nick Nurse has been on the officials. He was not pleased with some of the moments in Game 2. Voiced that displeasure in his post-game press conference, and he was on him as we went to halftime. And Wanamaker makes it a three-point trip down the floor for the C's. They've got a 4-point lead, 5 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Full court pressure is on. Van Vliet takes a peek at the clock. Half court heave is up, and that'll take us to the end of the third. Boston up 2-0 in this series will carry a 4-point lead into the fourth quarter. Raptors turned 57-47 halftime deficit into a lead, but got outscored to finish the quarter by 6.
Hey, can I hold on?